Every week we see the purchasing power of our dollar continue to decline.
The lack of workforce and supply chain issues combined with inflationary pressures have made this economy the most difficult economy I have dealt with in over 4 decades.
All these negative impacts have caused some ranchers to sell their entire herd, and many have indicated that they won't restock anytime soon, if at all.
We don't want special treatment. We just want a level playing field.
Those are folks in Yukon, Oklahoma today, where the House Ways and Means Committee is holding a field hearing. Americans in the nation's heartland are telling lawmakers how the Biden economy is impacting them as stubbornly high prices continue to hit farmers, small businesses, and families. Chad Pilgrim's live on Capitol Hill. Chad, what do House Republicans hope to accomplish with these field hearings?
Well, Jillian, the goal is twofold: highlight problems in the economy that the GOP says are because of President Biden, and get outside the Beltway to try to show they care about everyday Americans.
Over the last decade, 92 farms in Oklahoma went bankrupt. President Biden, in his budget this week, will want to make it even harder to pass the family farm down to the next generation. He wants to repeal stepped-up basis and increase the death tax, treating family farms like piggy banks.
But Democrats say it was President Biden who focused on the working class. That includes passing COVID aid, the infrastructure bill, and what Democrats call the Inflation Reduction Act.
President Biden and congressional Democrats, our economic agenda is focused on building the economy from the bottom up and the middle out. And the legislation delivered by the Ways and Means Committee and Democrats has already delivered for Oklahoma, and most importantly for its workers.
This field hearing comes as Fed Chair Jerome Powell appears inside the Beltway before the Senate Banking Committee. Powell has hiked interest rates to tame inflation. The GOP blames inflation on big spending bills under President Biden.
We've seen the most radical approach to a problem that was in our rearview mirror being used as a Trojan horse to bring in a level of socialism and spending that our nation has not seen in my lifetime.
Now, Scott says if Democrats kept spending in check, the Fed would not need to jack up interest rates. Jillian?
Right, Chad Pilgrim on Capitol Hill for us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
The post-COVID economy is forcing a whole lot of companies to upend their operations entirely. Coming up next, we'll hear from 2 small business owners. They just finished testifying on Capitol Hill about how Biden's economic policies are hurting them.